Welcome to your Monday night music fix here on Sound Trip.
Join me and Christian as we cruise the ocean with your favorite music stars.
We will be sailing with one of the Philippines' youngest, hottest stars in the Pinoy music industry.
There will be no liquor served on this boat tonight because our guest is too young to be drinking. I think he's the youngest guest here.
So far, the youngest, and then you're next, right? It's him and then you. Yeah.
I just turned 18.
Yes. And you know what? At 16, this kid is already riding high on a phenomenal career, and his journey started 3 years ago when he appeared on TV as a contestant in The Voice Kids Philippines.
And he's growing up before our very eyes, maturing even in his music with the release of his second album.
We're very excited about that. Can you guess who this young pop star is? Let's find out. Canadian singer Darren Espanto was born with the charisma and talent of a future superstar. Darren got his first taste of the limelight as the Pinoy singing sensation of Edmonton, Canada at age 10. 3 years later, he would find fame in the country as the runner-up in Season 1 of The Voice Kids Philippines. Let's chat with Darren about music, life, and growing up in the entertainment business tonight, here on Sound Trip. Guys, a big hand for Darren Espanto!
Welcome on the show. How are you?
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay.
Christian, wag na.
Yeah, that's how we do it. Yeah, Darren, we're so happy you're here, and we would like to know more about you. So why did you tell us about your childhood in Calgary?
That's where I was born, and I grew up with both Filipino parents. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be able to speak in Tagalog because they really trained me to be able to speak it and like learn the Filipino culture. When I got home from school, they wouldn't speak to me unless I was speaking in Tagalog. Like if I asked a question in English, they wouldn't answer. So yeah, and also I grew up watching a lot of TFC shows, Filipino channel.
So who taught you to be like a little bit more on the musical side?
Both of my parents, I'd say. Because as a kid, I was very shy and I didn't like singing really in front of a lot of people. I would only sing during karaoke nights at home, and it's a very Filipino thing, so yeah. And when guests would come, while I'm singing karaoke, I'd like stop and go to my room.
Mahiya ka bigla.
Yeah. And I had no confidence. And I guess when I was 8 years old, I did my first public performance. I did a front act for AGs in Red Deer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Already.
And I was like this light post. I wasn't moving or anything. And now after the performance, I was like, wow, I'm done. And then the crowd asked for more, and then the producer came and she was like, can you sing one more song? And I was like, oh, okay. And then I had to. So yeah. It was a lot of fun, and then after that, at the age of 10, my dad said we were going to the mall as a family, and then when we got there, it was auditions for an amateur singing contest, and I was really mad at him, but I couldn't do anything anymore. I was there, I auditioned, but eventually I won that singing contest.
Oh, you won?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then after that, I kind of had a bit of more, I kind of had confidence.
What was your song? Your winning song?
Listen by Beyonce.
Listen.
Yeah. What about in school? Did you ever participate in like singing or choir or things like that would have helped you build your confidence then?
I think it was in grade 4. I joined the talent show for the end of the year because I wanted to sing for my principal who was going away. So yeah, I wanted to sing her a song as well. And then after that, I was back to being shy. I never participated in anything again until I was in grade 7, I think. So I joined the school band.
What was your playlist dun sa school band na yun? Or who did you listen to?
I don't know. No, because it wasn't like a band with the singing. It was
like a marching band.
Yeah, I played the alto saxophone.
Oh, you played that too.
So we would play
so
like
many surprises.
Yeah, we would would play Stand By Me and other songs as well that you could march to.
And now let's talk about being the Pinoy sensation in Edmonton back in 2011. You mentioned that you did perform when you were 10. So who encouraged you mostly to do that?
Both my parents, but it was mostly my dad.
And a year later, an even bigger challenge came up when you joined YTV Canada's search for the next singing star.
I joined The Next Star, and it was my choice because I've been watching the past seasons. It was on its 5th season.
It was your choice.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I asked my parents the day before, pwede po ba akong mag-audition in Edmonton? And they were like, oh wait, we'll get back to you. Because of course they had work, right? So they called in sick. So yeah, they did that for me, and I made it in. I got, because to get in you have to get the golden ticket from the judges, and I got the golden ticket.
Nice.
And there were 14,000 auditioners, and I
14,000?
Yeah,
Wow.
because it was like all over Canada, and it was like televised. It was like American Idol for kids.
Nice.
And then I made it to the top 6, and I made it as the first runner-up as well. And then after that, I got signed to a record label, even though I didn't win. And I made a few songs with them as well. Yeah.
Excellent.
Be With Me released last year.
Yes.
So tell us, what inspired you to write songs to this time?
I've never tried songwriting before, so I thought in the second album I'd try doing it. And yung hanggang Hi Hello, medyo, I mean, I'll be honest, nakukorniyan ako. But people like it, so I was like, oh, okay, bahala kayo. And then when the album was released, friends and artists as well messaged me, and they were like, I really like your song Home, and they didn't know that I was the one who wrote it. So I was like, wow, thank you so much. And I hope I can make songs like that again in my next album, if ever.
A songwriter agad, immediately. I mean, that's a real talent. And on this new album of yours, you have a very special guest who also happens to be on the ship with us.
Yes.
Again, welcome, Nick. Hi,
Thank you
Nick.
so much.
Hi, Nick.
How you doing?
Welcome on the
Thank you.
show.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. So, Nick, how did this collaboration with Darren happen? Can you tell us the story?
It all started because of our record labels. We're on the same record labels,
Universal.
which is Universal Music.
Yeah.
It's just different countries. And I was sat down by my A&R team, and we discussed about Darren Espanto, and they said, do you want to do a feature with him? And then I checked him out, I studied him and watched his performance, and I saw that he was a good fit and he's talented in what he does, and I said yes. So that's when Young Hearts happened.
Yeah.
And then I got another message that Darren wanted me to feature on his album,
There you
his
go.
song, My Baby and Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, 2 songs already?
2 songs.
Yeah.
2 songs already.
Collaborations.
It's on the album.
On the
Yes.
album.
A music video as well?
We shot it all in the same day, and it was a lot of fun. There was a lot of dancing, and yeah, we just enjoyed it pretty much.
Yeah.
Tell us, how did your music career begin? Like, how young were you when you started doing this?
Well, I started singing when I was 3 years old, and I was encouraged by my family, and I was actually forced to sing in front of them.
Our families,
Yeah,
right?
it is, you know, they want to encourage you and inspire you. So I sang in front of them, and they loved it, and they encouraged me to sing more, and I did. When I grew older, I got confidence, and I posted out videos on social media of me singing, and that's where I got my audience, and that's where Universal Music Malaysia got the attention for me. And they contacted me, and they wanted to meet up and initiate about my career, and so far it has been a dream come true.
Fantastic. That's what parents are for. A push in the right direction.
Definitely.
We're now going to go to your fans or fan base. What has been your strangest fan encounter so far for the both of you?
When I was exiting a mall show, the mall show was done, the meet and greet was done. So the security guards were exiting me. I was stopped, kind of, and I had no choice. A fan was like, she grabbed onto my boxers. Oh. She was like, Darren, Darren.
Very talented fan.
I was like, I really should.
It's hard to move.
I really should put my pants up, you know? That's a life lesson, but like, I guess she was really excited. When I told this story on another show, she messaged, she
messaged you. I still have it, Darren.
she reached out on Facebook and she was like, I'm sorry. And it was, she was just really excited. But
that's nice of her.
Yeah, it's just funny, all these things that happen.
They just care, they're just excited.
Yeah.
They just want to be with you.
Or they see you, they just lose it.
Grab the box.
The best way to grab Darren is to grab the boxes.
He will stop right there.
And Nick, any story for us?
I don't think I've ever encountered with any strange
Undergarments? No. Okay, that's good.
No, not yet. No, everyone has been very, very sweet to me.
Okay, cool.
Good for you.
So, are you guys already allowed to date? Or would you ever go out with a fan?
I guess I am allowed to date. My parents do let me date. And if I had a choice, I would date a fan, but I am not looking to be in a relationship right now.
Good answer.
I should write this down.
Yeah. And Darren?
My parents don't want me to yet, but like, yeah, they don't want me to yet. And would I date a fan? I guess like, not a date as in like going into a relationship date. I mean like, just taking a fan out, having like
just a friendly dinner or a friendly outing.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, that would be called a friendly outing. It wouldn't be
Okay. I guess so.
What would you say has been your most memorable performance or gig so far for the both of you?
I've had so many. I was able to perform at the Carnegie Hall in
Nice.
And,
Lovely.
I've been able to sing for the Pope when he was here.
Lovely.
And I was also the youngest to have a sold-out show at the Mall of Asia Arena.
All right.
Yeah, for my birthday concert. So
That's amazing.
yeah, those are the
Amazing.
most memorable performances.
And the youngest to guest here on Soundscape.
Of course.
Very
my
memorable for
performance on a radio show which went viral for my cover of Chandelier.
A good song. That's a good
Thank
song.
you.
And Nick, any?
For me would be the time I performed with Grayson Chance when he came down to Malaysia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I performed in Singapore recently for Face of Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think those are my two favorites.
You two are great artists. I can't wait for
you.
all
And
your
so
other.
young.
Yeah, and so young
I mean,
for your
so
other
much
albums.
things to look forward.
It's amazing.
Well, thank you very much for coming on our little show.
Well, right now, next on the show, we will talk about family, school, and being a regular kid, with the total performer, Darren Espanto and Nick. Sound Trip will be right back. So why don't we play a game with Darren and Nick so we can get to know them more, okay? Yeah, this is escape room
Well, it
level,
sounds
guys.
like a good time to bring out loose ends.
Yes. Okay, guys, here's how it goes. All you have to do is to finish each sentence. See? It's so fun.
They'll have to take turns.
Ready?
Okay, yeah.
First one. I would never.
Say no to durian.
You're a durian
Oh, we
fan.
have lots of durian.
I've never had
is
that.
Okay, Darren, I
I
would
would
never.
never scare Nick. No.
Such a lie. Such a lie.
Did that happen yesterday at
It
your
happened
shoot?
literally just like 10,
Before
5,
we took
like 15
this.
minutes ago.
What did he do?
When I was eating, he was
She has the
literally
loudest
filming
scream.
himself. I was eating.
So next one. The most important thing I keep in my bag is...
Perfume.
My Nintendo Switch and my phone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, if it was only one thing, the Nintendo Switch or the phone?
the phone.
My favorite karaoke song is.
Oh, by heart.
Mine is This Love by Maroon 5.
Oh, nice.
The person who makes me blush is...
My crush.
Who is?
Good one though.
Question though, right?
Trying though.
Secret.
Secret.
Okay. Darren?
I pick a 3 and then I do.
Wow. Okay.
Wow, I can't believe that I...
I'm sitting next to Darren Espanto.
Me too.
For me, I can't believe that I am where I am now. And, well, right now, I'm sitting next to Qistina.
Thank you for being such a sport, and for that, we'd like to give you some presents.
Wow.
Okay. No.
Okay.
Here you go. This is for you, and Nick, that's for you. Well, okay. What do you got there?
So, if you want to go first?
Okay, I'll go first. I got mangoes. How do you guys know that I love mangoes?
Gifts from the
We're
Philippines.
Thank you
stalkers.
so much.
So what you got, Darren?
Thank you.
Okay, so, what is this?
It's for your travels.
Oh, luggage covers.
Ooh, nice.
But wait, there's more?
It's traveling, oh wait, what is it? It's a backpack cover. It's waterproof too.
Nice.
And I got
A cake.
Wait.
There.
Oh, wait. It's Gryffindor. Wow. You guys know everything about me here.
Of course.
Yeah, so nice. Thank you so much.
Don't go away, folks, because when we come back, Darren Espanto and Qistina perform live on this ship.
That's right. Keep it here on the coolest Monday night party on E. Sound Trip.
Thank you.